Hey everyone, welcome back to the Self-Love Clinic. It's me, Vashtita, and I had an idea surrounding the topic of forgiveness and letting go. So I thought I'd come on here and just share it with you all. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so right now we're in the season of autumn or fall, depending on where in the world you currently are. And the season of autumn, fall is one that many people love for various reasons. But one of the most notable things about this season are the beautiful colours, the warm tones, the orange and the browns. And this is most prominently displayed to us as we take a look at nature. As the leaves begin to change colour and as the trees begin to so beautifully shed those leaves, and then we just end up having like piles of orange and brown and maybe certain shades of green leaves on the floor, and it's such a beautiful sight. And it's one that, we all love to see, and even little children oftentimes get so excited and want to go and play in the leaves. But we never ever stop to think what that process must have been like for the tree. We never ask ourselves, we never question if letting go of those leaves was ever painful for the tree. Why? Because we are so fixated on the beauty of it all that we don't even have time to think about the pain. But yet, when it applies to us, when it's time for us to forgive a certain situation, when it's time for us to move on, when it's time for us to let go of the things that are no longer serving us, the things that are no longer benefiting our life, the things that have gone bad in our lives, when it's time for us to let go of those things, we fail to see the beauty in it. Why? Because we are so fixated on the pain. And we need to understand that no matter how painful it may be, forgiving and letting go is something that is rooted in beauty. It is such a beautiful thing to be able to let go of that load, to release that heavy burden from your shoulders. It is a beautiful thing to detach from something that is no longer serving your greater good. It is beautiful to separate from the things that cause you pain, that keep you in a space of bitterness, that keep you in a space of unforgiveness and resentment, of feeling betrayed and hurt. It is always a beautiful thing once we can stop identifying with those emotions. But we're never able to see the beauty because we're so fixated on the pain and how hard it is. So something that nature so effortlessly demonstrates to us every single year, we fail to implement in our own lives with that same effortlessness. Something that nature demonstrates to us year in and year out and we see as beautiful, we struggle so much to apply that same method to our own lives. So we need to begin to see ourselves like a tree. Yes, we need to begin to see ourselves like an object of nature, which we are, right? And we need to know that although I'm about to let go of these leaves, although I'm about to shed these leaves, and it's gonna be painful, it's gonna be hard, the outcome of that process will be beautiful. And we have to fix our eyes on the beauty of letting go so that our mind can shift from the pain and that we can become willing enough to do what we need to do in order to get that beautiful outcome. We need to begin seeing ourselves like trees so that we know, okay, I'm about to shed these leaves, and so I'm going to be exposed. I'm going to feel vulnerable. I'm going to feel naked. However, I know that in shedding these leaves, I am creating space for the rain, the heavenly rain, to shower down on my roots, to shower down on my innermost being and cleanse me, to wash away every stain of pain, of hurt, of betrayal. I'm allowing room for the sun to shine down on me, to nourish me and to produce something amazing within me. And that when that set time comes, when springtime comes, I will begin to blossom again. I will begin to bloom again. I will begin to rise again. And I will be stronger than I was before. I will be able to stand taller than I did before. I will be even more beautiful than I have ever been before. But it takes going through that process that may be challenging, that process may be painful. And again, just like the trees, when we enter springtime and we see the flowers begin to bloom, we look and we say, how beautiful. When we see the leaves coming back onto the trees and their lovely colours, we look in admiration. But we never stop to consider what the previous months must have been like for that tree without having any leaves, without having any covering, feeling vulnerable, feeling exposed. All we see is the end result. All we see is that beauty. Now we need to begin to look at ourselves with that same lens of beauty and having the end result in mind, and that will make the journey of forgiveness and letting go, it will make it a lot easier to travel. It will make it a more easier thing to process in our minds, and it will create more of a willingness for us to forgive and to let go. And in one of my upcoming videos, I'm definitely going to present you with a guide to forgiveness and letting go of the things that no longer serve us, because it's something important that we all do. You know, just as it's a normal thing for nature, it needs to become a normal thing for us as well. And there are certain techniques that I've learned, that I've implemented in my own life, that I've really seen positive results from, and I would love so much to share them all with you. So I'll definitely be sharing that with you at some point soon. Thank you so much for watching, and once again, you've made it to the end. So that means you liked it, right? You liked it. So go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and also subscribe to this channel so we can keep going on this journey to becoming our best versions and living a life that we love. Come on now. And I'll see you next time. Peace.